Hey, Lysandra Everett here, the Home Biz Tax Lady, where I help home business owners win the tax game by helping you keep more of the money you make and paying less to Uncle Sam in taxes. I also teach you how to use this internet to build your business online the same way I have. All right, so today I want to talk to you about Guide to Powerful Presentations by Dan Kennedy and Dustin Matthews. All right, so how do I get here? My speaking engagements are increasing, and one of the main things that I want to make sure that I do is learn to craft powerful presentations so that I can increase my sales from the stage and also educate and entertain. But one of the things that he spends an extensive amount of time on in chapter 2, I do believe it is in the book, is knowing your target audience. Sorry, chapter 3. And so what he gives is the magic question list. The chapter is not that long, but if you go through and answer these questions, it's going to put you to work, okay? But it's going to put you to work in a good way to where you are really forced to know that you know your audience. So I'm going to share the list of 10, is it 10? Yes, 10 questions with you. Okay, so number 1 is what keeps them awake at night? Indigestion boiling up their esophagus, eyes open and staring at the ceiling. What is it? Number 2, what are they afraid of? Number 3, what are they angry about? Who are they angry at? Number 4, what are their top 3 daily frustrations? Number 5, what trends are occurring and will occur in their businesses or lives? Number 6, what do they secretly, ardently desire most? Number 7, is there a built-in bias to the way that they make decisions? Example, engineers are exceptionally analytical, okay? Number 8, do they have their own language? Number 9, who else is selling something similar to their product and how? And number 10, who else has tried selling them something similar and how has that effort failed? Okay, so those are the 10 questions. And also with reading Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson, all of this really does tie together because knowing your audience is absolutely critical to reaching them. So for instance, for me, my target audience is home business owners. The thing that keeps them up at night is that they feel like they're not making enough money, but in reality, they can be making enough money, but not keeping enough money. What are they afraid of? They're afraid of going broke. What are they angry about? They're angry about the number of sales and are also angry about this check that they got to write to the IRS. And they're ticked at the IRS when really they should be ticked at Congress, but they're ticked at the IRS because they feel like no matter how hard they work, the harder they work, the behinder they get. And their top 3 daily frustrations is how to get more leads, sales, and income, right? Because they want to make more money to be able to pay, their taxes and, pay as little as possible. But, when they do have a tax liability, to be prepared to pay for it. And what trends are occurring in their lives? Well, with all of the changes that are going on with, in our government right now, healthcare costs are going up. Tax reform is, kind of hinky right now. So really it's that uncertainty that's going on in business right now that's causing people to really pause and, reflect, do I have this right? What's going on? What do they secretly, ardently desire most? They want to be rich and pay no taxes like Donald Trump. The problem is that the reason Donald Trump has not paid taxes in 20 years is because he posted almost $1 billion loss 20 years ago. Nobody really wants to do that, but they just want the benefit of feeling like they're not paying taxes just the way he is. A built-in bias in the way that they make decisions. Yeah, they feel like they don't know enough in order to make educated decisions about taxes, and people hate taxes anyway. People hate tax people, right? Like we are the enemy. I promise you, we are not the enemy. We are your friends. But the way people feel about taxation, it's a visceral response. It's almost a fear. Like people really want to run in the opposite direction. So that really clouds the judgment when it comes down to, to dealing with taxation and business and all of that. Do they have their own language? Yeah, the home business owners, I think so. Who else is selling something similar to their product and how? That really has nothing to do with me. Who else has tried selling them something similar and how has that effort failed? Now that is the one thing I don't know. Like, who has tried to sell them something similar and fail? Because quite honest, I haven't seen very many people online like me who are really out there educating the public about taxes. I'm not saying that they're not out there. I'm just saying that I have not seen them really, educating their audience on the various aspects of their taxation and, how to make it better. So, so when you are talking about really presenting to your audience or even targeting your audience for advertising, is you really have to get down and know who your audience is. It's way better if you really think of your audience as one person, because the truth is your target audience is the same person just over and over and over again. So you really want to get that one person in your frame of mind. Write that out, be able to answer these 10 questions about your audience, and then you will have nailed knowing your target audience. And that, I promise you, is half the battle when it comes down to, to reaching your audience and ultimately selling to your audience. Okay. So yeah, so that's where I am so far. There's a lot more in here that I have not gotten to, but I got to this part and definitely wanted to share that with you because, I heard somebody say the person that's in front of the room is the one that makes the most money. So when you are in a position of leadership, and whether it's in front of your team or you're speaking to another audience, is that you have to really be able to reach that audience in order to sell to them, in order to market, whatever. You're going to have to be able to reach them. And the only way to reach them is to really get to know them. Okay. So listen, I want to invite you to partner with me in growing a business online. There are lots of ways to make money from home. I just prefer to do it online where I don't have any three-way calls, no hotel meetings, no inventory or any of that stuff. Okay. So if that interests you, there's a link in the description box. Enter your email address. It's only $1 to get access. All right. So thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Bye.